Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
With Robb Flynn.
What up? What up? What up? Podcast party. Peepo. Peeps. Podcast party peeps. You know what I'm saying? My podcast, No Fucking Regretters. I need to come up with a name for you guys. Or maybe not. I've already got enough names for people. Head cases. Lion hearts. I don't need another name for my podcasters. I know your head cases. I know you're out there hanging. I know you're chilling. I know you're maxing and relaxing, loving these. Got so many good letters. So many nice emails. I went over onto Apple the other day, read a bunch of nice reviews over on the YouTube page, reading some. Oh, you guys loved that Aru Luster one. Holy moly, such good feedback on the Aru Luster episode. You guys loved that one, man. It was cool. It was cool. It was really, really cool to reconnect with Buckaroo, or just Buck. That's what we called him, Buck. It was really cool to reconnect with him, man. You know, we've been friends for a while. He's been coming to the shows for some time now. But, you know, it's always like we see each other at a show for a minute. We drink a few beers, hang out. We talk for half hour, and then that's it. You know, we don't really go into our past or the Burning Red, or, you know, sometimes we do. But, you know, it's always kind of topical. And, you know, that conversation just now, last week it went deep, man. It's cool. You guys loved it though. Super positive feedback. It was great to read. It was really cool to read. I read the comments. I read the stuff on Apple. I read the stuff on YouTube. You guys can write in to nofregretspodcast@gmail.com if you want to send me anybody that you want to see, or if you want to comment on the show. That's always a good place to reach. It goes directly to the inbox, dude. Yeah, and I tell you what, a lot of positive feedback, even in that YouTube episode about the new stuff. And just overall, you know, Friday we dropped, I think I simultaneously dropped music all over and then played music at the podcast intro for Aru. So you guys got to hear the new shit right as it was dropping, because I was like, man, I don't know. I want these motherfuckers to listen to my music rather than I wanted to listen to my intro. But, man, reaction has been unreal. Seriously, unbelievable. I mean, people are freaking the fuck out on these new songs, and it's such a good feeling. Very, very proud, very appreciative and grateful of the fucking diehard motherfuckers that love this band. Arrows and Words from the Sky dropped 3-song digital single. We're calling it a digital single, not an EP. EP is always like shit that shouldn't have made it on the record. No, this is a 3-song digital single. And yeah, man, been reading through I try not to read too much commentary on that. I ended up seeing some of it because of the No Fucking Regrets. But I try not to read too much comments, but from the little glances that I get, you know, it'll come by in my feed and I'll see like the first 1 or 2 comments and on the Machine Head page, and I'll be like, what's this say? And fucking people are like, holy fucking shit. People loving Firestorm, loving Rotten. But it seems like kind of what I thought would happen, that Arrows really struck a chord with people. Like it really, really struck this, like what I was saying last week, it's one of the saddest songs that I've written. And at the same time, it's one of the most hopeful songs I've ever written. And it's always weird for me writing like a hopeful song because, you're metal, you write negativity and, darkness and Satan and death, depression, and, those are the three things that Machine Head writes about. Death, depression, and conquering the world. So, to write about hope in there is something that's not that common for me, and it felt good. And it was rad to see it connect. I really hope the momentum stays up. As I said last week, those three songs, along with My Hands Are Empty, are going to end up on a future album that is going to be released next year that we are still in the process of writing, but that's a drop of what we got. Just boom, right now. Trying to release new music regularly and consistently, not getting caught up in formats, CDs. One of the things that, CDs definitely sell a lot less than they used to, just so everybody knows. I'm sure everybody knows that, but everybody always goes, are you going to print it on CD? And of course, we will eventually print it on CD. Motherfuckers don't buy CDs, though. That's kind of the problem. And they certainly don't buy special edition DVDs. And I know as soon as I say this, some dude in the comments is going to be like, I buy CDs with DVD. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the vast majority. And what we're starting to see, unfortunately, is that the major labels are finally catching on that vinyl is making a big comeback. And so, when you deliver a record, you've got X amount of time that you need to set it up. You got to get press. You got to get the digital service providers on board, which is like the Spotifys and the Apple Musics and the iTuneses and blah, blah, blah. And then you got to press up CDs. And CDs are very quick, especially now because demand is far lower. It's, 2-3 weeks to print up CDs. Oftentimes you need some 2 or 3, 4 months headway. So if I dropped say I turned in a record today, 4 months from now would be the ideal time to drop it because, it's set up and getting press and interviews and magazine covers and yada, 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 or just magazine coverage. Since we don't get magazine covers here in the U.S. ever. Everywhere else in the world we do, but they hate us here in the U.S. But we get, but the thing now is that because all the major labels are starting to discover that there's a lot of money to be made in vinyl and that a lot of people are interested in vinyl, they are putting all of their records out in vinyl. So now the wait time for vinyl is 7 months. And I know this because we printed our own vinyl, like Machine Head has our own. I started Imperium Recordings. We've released the Burn My Eyes live in the studio through that, along with many other things, Die Young and yada, yada, yada. And we've partnered with Nuclear Blast. So I'm pretty up to speed on how long shit takes. And shit takes a long time now. 7 months for vinyl? I was just talking to Tommy over at Nuclear Blast, and he was saying that a couple of their records got bumped by their pressing plant, and they were fucking pissed, understandably, because you wait 4 months for your record, and you still got 2 months of a wait to happen, and they go, oh, hey, we got to cancel your order because, so-and-so came in and fucking paid us shit tons more money. It's fucked up, and it's a long time to wait. It's crazy to think that if I dropped a record today, if I turned in my master today, mixed, mastered, cover art, everything's done, I got to wait until February for it to be released in order for the vinyl to make it on time so that we could have the vinyl, the CD, the digital, the iTunes, the everything. It's crazy. Part of that's the pandemic. Part of that's just demand. And part of it's the fact that there's not a lot of vinyl pressing plants. There is, but most everybody gets it done overseas because it's just so much cheaper. And you know, really expensive to get it done in the U.S. Like, I mean, sure, they do a great job, but it's a very, just so you know, printing vinyl is toxic as fuck. So, like, fucking, it's really bad for the workers. So, you have to have massive, you know, safety precautions here in the U.S. and stuff like that. So, it does cost a lot more. When I say a lot, like a lot more. And so, you know, we're going to, I don't know. I mean, I just can't even fathom like turning in a record and then waiting 7 fucking months to put it out. But luckily, with everything with the technology that we have now, we can drop 3 singles on your ass and you got it all over YouTube, all over the Spotify's, all over all that shit. Apple Music, iTunes. Came in at first day, we were like #1 rock charts, metal charts all over the world. We fucking hammered our way into the top 40 on the pop charts. Become the Firestorm. Pop charts in fucking Australia. Came into number 86 or 89 here in the U.S. Dude, it's fucking amazing. I don't think you guys realize what a big deal that is. That's a fucking massive accomplishment, you know, to be hanging out with all that fucking wussy-ass dance pop music, and there's fucking one of the brutalest songs we've ever released, and, you know, sitting comfortably amongst The Weeknd and fucking whatever else. So, right on, head cases. Thank you. Feeling very grateful for you guys. You guys have been spreading the word. I've told you, and I'm going to keep on telling you, I need you to fight for this band, man. Like Barbecue says, I got my cyber fist ready. Cyber fist ready. I need you to fight like hell for this band. All those shit talkers, all those fuckheads in the fucking comments and leaving all their bullshit negativity. Now, fuck them. Now, you guys made a huge statement. Huge statement. Be proud of yourselves. I'm proud of you. It was a huge, massive statement, man. Let's keep it going. Keep spreading the word. Keep letting people know. There's all kinds of people who are like, you got a new song out? What? What? Anyway, I got a great guest here. Great interview. Man, this is a great interview. Frank Bello, Anthrax. He has a new book coming out, a new autobiography coming out. There's a link somewhere in here, I believe, to get it. He was going to send it to me, so there should be a link somewhere in the description. You can pre-order or whatever. But yeah, he's coming out with an autobiography on his life in Anthrax. It's called Brothers, Fathers, and Sons, or something like that. Fathers, Brothers, and Sons. His life in and out of Anthrax. And, you know, I kind of wanted to do something a little different with this one. You know, I had Scott Ian on the podcast a couple months back. If you're new to the podcast, go check it out. That Scott Ian episode's fucking excellent, other than the fact that his headphone was going kind of crazy for a minute there. But it's a great episode. I mean, so much. We got into so much details about Anthrax and the first 3 albums, and he's going to come on for a part 2 someday. They're busy celebrating the 40th anniversary, which is rad. But and so I wanted to kind of take this a little differently. I didn't want to go into all the early Anthrax history so much, you know, because I wanted this to be more about his autobiography and his book and his life. And so it's a good one, man. It's a good one. I don't have any music. I'm not going to play any music. I just played a bunch of Anthrax music on the last one. And I won't get hit with the copyright strike if I don't play any music, which is fucking great because copyright strikes are a pain in the ass. Fucking copyright strikes. I play the music because I want you guys to hear it, but you should know Anthrax music. Look, just go listen to Among the Living. If you don't know who Anthrax is and you're hearing this for the first time, just go listen to Among the Living and bang your head really hard. Like really, really hard. But yeah, man, I'm going to get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the mighty Frank Bello.
Rob,
Frank,
how are you, kid?
how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. How you're surviving? All good?
I'm
Look
doing great.
good?
I'm doing great, man. Yeah, like
It's been I laugh because we all know, dude. We all know it's been a while. So it's this whole weirdness of being in our houses forever, not being able to do what we do.
yeah,
It's just foreign, man. It's foreign.
yeah. I'm not. I never realized how much of a hermit I was until the world went on a pandemic. I was like, my life is virtually unchanged.
Dude, my wife says the
my
same
off
thing.
tour, my off tour life, at least.
So I don't want to seem like I'm interviewing you, but I'm interested in this stuff. So have you been in your house like before? I mean, it's getting open now and all that good stuff, but have you been in your house with your family as I have been?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got, I have a gym that I go to that's like, it was already a half outdoor gym, like, kind of pushing prowlers and carrying tires and shit like that.
Cool.
And so that partially closed for a little while. Like they had to do outdoor stuff, but it's because it's essentially an open air gym. It's got a roof over it, but like it's basically that managed to stay open. And so been able to hit the gym,
That's good.
my family and I go camping all the time. Like this is just the shit that we normally do. So it's all outdoors
So,
anyway.
outdoors and away from people.
Yeah. And so
Which is
it hasn't been that bad, like I never really go to bars anyway. You know what I mean?
yeah, I know.
I'll go to a show, but like
same thing. I miss shows. I have to say though, I miss going to shows though. I'm actually going for the first time since COVID. The first show really is I'm going Sunday to Foo Fighters just to get out. It's a big deal for New York. You know what I mean?
Right.
First full capacity. I think that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And I want to be part of that. I'm a Foo Fighter guy anyway. I like that band, but
yeah.
I really am excited for people, and what we do because I think we need to support it now, man. We've been away. I want to support it. I want to be part of it. I think this community is going to come together in a big way. So I'm excited for all of us. I think it's going to be great.
Are you vaccinated?
Back double. Yeah. You?
Oh, yeah. Same here.
Dude, my son gets his second one. And I was going to ask you, you're a good dad. I want to ask, from what I've heard, I don't know. I've never asked you about this stuff, but I've heard you're a great dad. So there's nothing more important to me than being a great dad on this earth. So that's it. So I was skeptical about the shot for my kid until I talked to four of my doctors. Four of my doctors who really convinced me from their knowledge, and really deep stuff with them. And that it's completely safe. And I'm not preaching. I don't preach to people. I don't do that. Right. But what I do want, because I've kept my kid home this whole time in school on a computer doing that whole thing. And he missed a lot of social things going on with his friends. He's going crazy about his friends. Right. It was that important. So he's getting a second shot on Friday, which I'm really excited about. He's excited about it because he's just tired of it. He's just done. I'm sure. How do you guys feel about that?
How old is he?
He's 15.
15. Yeah. No, my oldest has both, and my youngest just got his first on Friday or Saturday or something like that.
Any reaction or
no, nobody had anything. I mean, my wife felt it pretty hard after the second one. I felt like a super mild, like cold coming on, and then I just went away after like 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah, me too. Same thing happened to me. I felt like a weird vibe. I'm getting a cold. I expect it, but it went away after 5 or 6 hours. My wife, the next day, she got it on a Friday. She was out all of Saturday. Like I had to keep checking her head. You're okay. She was sleeping the whole day.
Same thing. My wife had it really bad that second shot, man. Like she was hating it.
Yeah.
But we just listened. We debated it. I think when, I think when we had our kids initially, like there was the whole, and granted, I've got a 17-year-old and a 14-year-old. So it was, a lot of the vaccine stuff came up then.
Yeah, sure, man.
Oh, I don't know about the vaccines and this, that, the other thing. And just after, a couple years or whatever, the doctor is talking to us, is like, okay, this feels safe. So they got all their vaccines back then, for polio and for all that. And so I was just like, my son was kind of like, I don't know, I've heard some crazy stuff. I'm like, look, dude, if you're going to get anything, it's going to be from the 5 fucking vaccines we gave you when you were born, not this one,
That's so true, man. If you think the logic of it all, We get them all inoculated because my family, I'm coming from a big Italian family. So everybody immediately get them all these shots, get them all these shots. They don't want to hear about it, right? A lot of pressure from that. Right. Fine, I'm okay. Look, I believe in science. I believe it's gotten us here. All that good stuff. I want to listen to the person that's read all the books. Then, I don't care about political views. I'm not interested in that. All I want is my family to be healthy and safe. I don't care about the rest of it, honestly. So I took that. And after talking to my doctors for my son, I said, all right, this is the right way to go. As you have, I just think for me, I'm sending him to school in September. I can't throw him into the lion's den. Dude, I get 4, to this day, he's still in school for another 2 weeks. To this day, I get 4 emails a day about new cases going on in his school. 4 emails a day. Dude, so what do you throw your kid into the lion's den? I couldn't do that. My conscience couldn't do that, man. It would freak me out. Here, you go to school and maybe you'll keep your mask on. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll come up with this thing. No, it doesn't work for me, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a shame that it's been so politicized,
Oh, dude.
And it's a shame that it's been politicized by people who actively, went to politicize it and then turned around and got the shot,
How great is that?
Look at all these people who fuck the vaccine. And I'm just like, but no, every one of these motherfuckers that was like calling whatever, saying all
like, I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. So it's one of the, really?
Yeah. Trump got his shot in fucking January before any American, like in secret, like fucking, I was like, motherfucker, fuck you.
It's on both sides. It's like any politician. Look, I'm an independent, so it doesn't matter to me. I don't give a shit about any of this.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, dude, just be human. And I don't care what side you believe in. Just be human. If somebody else is getting the shot, don't look down on that. You know what I mean? If they want to protect themselves, you do your thing. My thing is, you live your life, and I'm going to live mine. Don't tell me how to live mine. Nobody should do that. So that's the way I look at it. But look, we'll get past it. One day, you and I, Rob, will have a drink in some fucking bar, some dirty bar one day. Yes. We're going to be laughing about this. We're talking about our kids and say, fuck, that was a rough time. We're going to do this and fuck, we got through it. And that's what I want in a life. The rest of it's all bullshit.
I gotta say, it hasn't been, I don't know if maybe just, I don't know. Maybe I had more things to do. Like, I don't know. It hasn't been that rough for me. Like I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, I guess like when I have idle time on my hands, I just make something for my life to do, like I make something to do. And that's what I did with this time. I had I already had the podcast going, but if anything, the podcast kind of came into its own in the pandemic because I used to have to go out to fucking San Francisco. I live about an hour and 20 minutes away from San Francisco. So like, it'd be a big, every fucking band that comes through the Bay Area now, it's like a Sunday or a Monday, like just the worst day. Like what the fuck? And so, I got to go out on a Sunday or Monday and set up. I got fucking a half an hour with the guy and somebody's sound checking down. And it's just, look, I made it work, but like, it was in the butt. And, when everything went to Zoom, because, nobody could do that. Nobody could have these face-to-face podcasts anymore. It like opened up my whole world because like, it was awesome. I had that. I was just writing music. I was being creative. I started doing this acoustic happy hour. Like I would just drink beer and play acoustic songs for
That's fun as hell.
2 hours, man. Facebook Live. And it was fucking, it was a train wreck sometimes. And other times it was
so what?
Awesome. And people loved it. And just, doing that has expanded into this other thing. Now it's Jared and me. Now we got like all of our drum tracks from the records and we play along to those. And it's like a free show every 2 hours. We found a way to monetize it. So it makes some good money, keeps the lights on. And, it's like, it's fucking like, I'm like, this ain't so bad. Like I can deal with this. I can deal with this even for a little while longer. Like we don't have
totally understand that
touring plans. So it's like
nobody does. I mean, we're doing like you guys are probably doing a periodic shows. We're doing like bits and pieces. Like there's no real touring for us till next year. There's no record till next year. It makes sense.
You're doing the festival runs, right? Like all the festivals.
Yeah. Doing the Wimmer, all that stuff. That's all fun, and it'll be nice to see people in general, and get a little taste of it, right?
Right.
And then we're kind of dipping our toes in.
Are you guys doing? Are you doing meet and greets?
No.
No.
Not that I know of. No,
Okay.
I mean, I haven't signed off to it. So
You're like,
is he?
I don't want to shake
I'm not
your
ready.
hand.
Dude, you know what? I was just at this meeting the other day in some restaurant the other day, and the dude comes out, and I know it's me. I know I'm anal retentive at this point. I'm fucking freaking out on it. Right up with the hand. It's like a defensive mechanism. I put out my elbow fucking immediately.
Totally.
It's like a karate thing. All of a sudden, it's like a fucking defense.
Like, didn't we get rid of this? Didn't we get rid of this stuff already? Like, we don't need to do this anymore, right?
Dude, I'm in Japan at this fucking point. I'm bowing and shit. Fuck the rest of this garbage. There's no fucking way. Why do I? And most of these fucking people have sweaty goddamn hands. I don't want to fucking look. No offense to people. It's just too many germs touching your fucking hand. We all learn now. We just fucking learn this shit. So, no disrespect to anybody. I don't want to offend it because you got to be careful. Can't offend anybody now. Fucking, I'll do your bump anytime. But the shaking hand thing, you got boogers, you got fucking disease. There's no way it's done, dude. Right. I want out. I'm out.
Yeah, I was wondering if people were doing meet and greets right now. I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for meet and greets. Yeah. I mean, I guess in the summer, I guess you're going to be in the summer. For some reason, we're always touring in the fucking fall and the winter. So like everybody's sick. And, that's when in the summer, it'll probably be different. Like everybody will be healthy and fine.
I know, I'm all for meeting people. I love meeting people and talking to people. I'm a people person. I'm not like that. I don't want to stay away from people. I want to be around. But the whole idea of just that germ thing, like when I have a cold from now on, I want to wear a fucking mask. I'm going to, if I have a cold, dude,
right?
They do it in Japan. It's a great way to go, man.
It's fucking awesome.
Right? I don't want to spread my germ to anybody. So please,
I tell you, that's the one thing that's tripped me out more than anything. I haven't been sick in 15 months. I haven't even gotten the slightest cold in 15 months. I'm like, what the this shit works. Fuck.
And it's crazy. If we did get a fucking sniffle, then oh my god, it's COVID. You start fucking bugging out. I remember I had a sore throat during COVID before the shot and all that. Oh, fuck. Teresa, I told my wife, Teresa, I'm going downstairs. I'm gonna sleep for a couple. I'm a fucking lunatic with this shit. It got me crazy. So I stayed downstairs. I stayed in my basement for 2 days until it went away.
Did you get? Have you had the coronavirus?
No.
The whole time? No.
Thank God.
Lucky for you,
because thank God, really, because look, to be really honest, Rob, my neighbor next door, great dude, this guy Joe, just had another kid, 49 years old, got COVID, went into pneumonia, died. Right, horrible, right?
Wow.
My neighbor across the street, this guy Tony across the street, construction dude, burly dude, right? Doing it, forever. Just like one of those guys you never see sick, right? This guy, January, comes home one day from work, construction, tells his wife, I just can't breathe. There's something going on. Goes into the hospital. They immediately put him in. He's in tubes the next day, dude. He's in a coma since January. I swear to God, dude. And this is a rarity. He just came out. I just saw him yesterday. He just came out of a coma from January. That's for people that say it's not real. It's fucking real. It's real and it's here.
That's fucking cool.
And he lost like 40 pounds.
Can you imagine? Jesus Christ, 6 months in a coma. Fuck.
No, and his wife, to her credit, man, she stood with him. She kept showing me because I'm a neighbor. I love these people around here. So she showed me video. He was in the coma, like sleeping, dude. And he was just like moving his hands. They knew he was alive, right?
Right.
But he couldn't open his eyes. He was in that state. But they said at first in January, they said, not a good chance. Then they started seeing this reaction come back and it gave them hope. And thank God they stayed with it. And the man's alive across the street, which is awesome. So there's a little hope somewhere. So, but this thing is totally real, so people, the naysayers, I can't say it's not real because I've seen it in front of me, man. It's the real deal. And I'm not preaching. I don't want to preach to people. It's just that when people say, look, I have two good people I know. And half my family had it too. So,
yeah,
my aunts, my uncles. So whatever. We'll move on.
California just reopened today. This is the first. I think New York is reopening pretty like this today or the next day. Or
it's like next 2 days. I stopped watching news because the obvious. It's like it's depressing, dude. I don't want to break any more TVs. It's really at this point in my life. You're going to tell me your negative view, and you're going to tell me your negative view, and you're going to cross. No, I want to think for myself. I want to think for myself, and not listen to whatever side you're on. I'm going to get my news, my local news. I'll watch my local news channel. I want to see what's going on around me. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll all take care of itself. And then one day the earth's going to fucking get sick of us all and just sweep it all away. Right?
You fucked this up, humans. Fuck this shit up.
Didn't they do that already? I mean, really, we're fucking with this earth like so much. And I'm not preaching. It's like they win. Mother Nature fucking wins. One sweep the fucking, that's it. Here's some water. Go away.
Or some fire. If you're in California, here's some fire.
Here's some fire.
Fuck.
I took my first getting together with some Anthrax guys last week in LA. And I was downtown. I was downtown LA. And I couldn't believe how it was pretty rough, man. It was rough, and the homeless situation going on there. I really felt bad. A lot of people are hurting right now. More than ever. I saw. I hope it comes. There's no tourism. It didn't look like any tourism to me. I almost stepped. I live in New York. I was in Manhattan a couple of weeks ago, and it's pretty bad here. But there was a lot more tents in LA from what I saw. It kind of bummed me out. And I'm just hoping the human spirit comes back and roars back, because there's a lot of hurting people out there. I just want to see people do better,
Didn't you guys do a song? Didn't you guys do a video about like the homeless population at one point?
Who cares wins.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, who cares?
That was a pretty powerful video. I remember.
It was, because those are true homeless people, and the plight of that whole thing, and not to get into any of this, but dude, it's real. They're human, just like you and I. The way I look at it, they haven't gotten the best shots in life. That's the way I look at it. They've had some hardships. I want to help people, man. At this point, it's like I'm not going to look down on anybody and say, "Dude, you're okay. You okay?" While I was in LA, I was talking to a couple of people, just like, "How you doing? Okay?" Day to day, and they take it day to day. And I think that's the only way to get through it, right? There's this heart there. This heart, just people are forgetting to be human.
I know. I hear you on that. I hear you on both sides of it. Like what you were saying for the first part, and even just this end, like people forget to be human. Like, and I've got family members who are homeless, like people who are close family members that are fucking homeless, and it's hard. Yeah. Like you try and, they've got some mental health issues, and you want to try and get them, and there's just no getting them back on track. And it's like, this isn't just like, oh, it's not my friend, I'm not going to talk to him anymore, or just whatever. No. Like I'm going to block him on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's like,
can't be like that.
Like it's your fucking family member.
There's
nothing you can do. Like you have to keep this person in your life. You can't just shit on them. They're like there's some fucking whatever.
Yeah. It's a hard situation. What do you do? What do you do with that? You want to be empathetic. You want to help in any kind, you want to talk and stuff, but what can you do? It's obviously into government and all that stuff. It's gotta be, but again, I don't get into political talk, but God, something's got to be better soon, man, for people, just humans, man. It's pretty bad. Yeah. We're getting through this pandemic, but what's next? What is next in helping humans? I'm glad what we do helps people feel good, right? It gets that angst. That's why you and I work. When we were young, this angst was filled with this music. I hope that helps a lot of people out going forward, getting whatever kind of stuff they have going on in their lives. Because we all do. We're all angry that they held us down for 2 years. This pandemic has held us down. I'm hoping the celebration of music and getting that angst out through music instead of violence and all the other bullshit, right?
Right.
That's what it should be about. I'm hoping we can all do that collectively. That sooner than later, really. That's all we got. You
were in LA for the 40th anniversary rehearsals, right?
Yeah, dude. And let me tell you something. When you first, I have to ask, it feels like an interview. I don't want to do this to you, but I have to ask you, when you first got into jamming again, was it weird? You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm out of shape. Like I have a bike upstairs. I ride for fucking an hour. It's a different kind of animal when you're playing.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah. It's fucking, there's nothing that even like comes close to like performing. Like
even jamming, you're like, I'm like, why the fuck is my hand, my arm? I think I'm a yoga guy. I'm a pretty decent shape. Why the fuck is my arm tightening up, in 5 songs in? What the fuck? I start talking to my arm. What the fuck are you doing? This is me, dude. Don't do this. We've had this agreement for years. It's just that we've been off.
You didn't play like during the whole pandemic? Like
Dude, there's a different kind of play when we play live, right? When we jam with each other, the intensity turns up, right?
Yeah.
It's just a fact. I can play with myself. I can play with myself right here. I can play with myself here for a fucking hour, but it's completely different than if you and I jam right now.
Right.
We're gonna be digging in.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a different animal, and it's just like, why the fuck am I tightening up here? And it's just the repetition. We're not used to the repetition, and we will get there. But it's like, fuck, man. It's very foreign to me because that never happened.
I love hearing this. I fucking so love hearing this.
It's all I can do is be honest with you, right?
Sometimes we take a break and we come back and I'm like, man, we suck. Fucking hell. Like, Jesus, what happened? We were just playing 6 weeks ago. What the fuck?
Well, it's weird.
How does this lead go?
Fuck is that? And then you start worrying about your brain. Am I forgetting fucking shit? Am I that old? I'm fucking forgetting shit now. It's like, dude, but you start questioning. But I take everything with a laugh now, and you got to give yourself a break. And it's like, wait, I'll get it. It'll come back and all that shit, because it does inevitably. But we've never been, I don't know about you guys, we've never been off this long, Anthrax, without a show. This is a very long time. So it'll be really interesting.
Yeah. 15, 16 months. Our last tour date was February 2020. So 16 months. Yeah. It's probably the longest we've been.
Yeah. Same thing. We've never done it. And therefore your brain, it's a different kind of mindset, isn't it? Right. It's like, I'm home now. You have to step into that role. It's a different game, but something that I love though.
Hasn't it been, I was going to say, hasn't it been kind of nice? Like reconnecting with your family and, like spending time with your, you had a teenage son. So like, that's a time that you want to be there.
Rob, the guilt that you and I have, whether we want to admit it or not, is not being there, right? As much as we have, dude, I have abandonment issues, blah, 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 the book, we'll talk about that later. But my thing is, my whole plight in life now, look, I love music, but it's nowhere near what I want to do with my son. It's all about my son and my family, because and for me, I found that's what life is about. And that's it. Music is great and I love it. It's my love. But my family's first. I can't tell you the depth of getting into just his life. I think it's like you got into your kid's life here, right? That's what we had the time. You and I had the time to dig in and see what they like, the music stuff, all that. What are they digging? What kind of friends they're hanging out with? What reading, all that stuff. Homework's please, dude.
Holy
homework! Dude, I suck. I'm telling you right now.
Homework's another level these days. I was like, dude, it's like 5 hours of homework a night almost,
Dude, exactly. So I hate being the dick parent that calls the teacher and say, what, dude, I mean, we just finished. It's 10 o'clock at night. I want to let you know we were doing homework till 10 o'clock at night. There's no family. I had to complain. And I don't want to be the dick, but there's also something like, all right, you get off at 3. And if you're doing homework till 8 o'clock, dude, all of a sudden, he's on a screen all day. I just had to call him and say, look, you can't be on the screen that much time. 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. That can't happen. So I don't want that. So we had some words with the teachers. I think they got it a little bit. They backed off a little bit, but there's still 3 and 4 hours of homework, which I suck at. I'm on every app, dude. I'm on every fucking app. Algebra, fucking all these goddamn fucking apps that I suck at. I thought it was, I had honors when I was in high school. I forgot everything. It sucks.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Totally. It's life. It's life now. Yeah, it's life now. But I'm getting better at history.
My 14-year-old's math is too much for me. I'm like, what is this? I don't know I don't know where that thing goes. What's that shape?
Yeah, dude. And then when my wife starts to see me get to that point, I have a look on my face where I just kind of like, I'm done. I just don't even know how. I'm lost with these numbers. And she goes, all right, I'll take over. And thank God for that, because it wouldn't work.
Right. Yeah. But
you need to have it.
Like, it's been nice to like recenter. I think that when, we're both of us are on this rock and roll train 24/7, like it really doesn't let up ever. And it's at least for me, I found it hard to recenter. I always have like a reacclimation period with my family, so like the week before I'm about to go on tour, everybody shuts down and is like, doesn't want anything to do with me. And I'm just like, dude, this is the time I want the hug now, like Ginevra, I want to have sex now. Like, this is when I'm not going to see you for 9 weeks now, my love. Like, this is when I want to like get it all in.
Dude, that's so honest. That's so.
And she's so like fucking. She's putting up the defense mechanism because she doesn't want to miss me and be sad. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I was like, be sad after I leave, not before. But it just whatever. You can't control it.
Whoever's watching this and listening to this, that couldn't be more on point. It's exactly, dude, I'm saying from the heart, that's exactly what happens. It's a defense mechanism. What they do, they're getting ready to be away from us, which they're used to.
Yeah.
For not 9 weeks at a time is a long fucking time out of life, right? And I don't care how much FaceTime and all the bullshit. And thank God for FaceTime, but dude, it doesn't replace touch, feel, all that stuff being there, and all for the little moments. And I feel the same way. I feel like that week before, I feel it. It's like everybody's tensing up. Everybody's like, all right, getting ready. It's like putting that mask on. It's like, oh, wow, it's happening. So it's almost like a 10th week. Dude, me too. It's like a 10th. Dude, it's a 10th week. It's the week. It's like a 10th week of being without them. Right?
And then you get home and like, at least for the first like day, my wife and I will be like super close and, like whatever.
Sure.
You reconnect on those days. And then your kids like see like, hey, what's up? But then that week after, it's just like, oh wow, like you're really loud and you're not cleaning up anything, and like there's a lot more dishes in the sink now. And I'm just like, yeah, like the dude who lives here is home. Like, what do you mean? Fucking
dude, it's because they got into their own little thing there.
Yeah,
remember that, and all of a sudden we're out of the picture. And they get into their own little nesting thing, which is cool. And I guess that's another defense thing and a coping thing. It's really a coping thing of how to deal with us being away that long. And so I try to give them that, but we kind of have to push our way in again, right? Yeah,
it is. It is like that. It's like you're getting, and not that I'm not getting used to it, because of course on the road you're freer than maybe, you've got all this free time. You don't have, you've got responsibilities, but you don't have these responsibilities.
Right.
And, it's a reacclimation period, it's a reacclimation period. And, that the thing that I was talking about is that like, I sometimes struggle with that reacclimation period. I won't be very good. I won't be attentive to, like, I'm just kind of in my own world. Maybe you're just coming off of the tour, you're fucking wiped out, and you're just like, I just want to sleep for 3 days. Like, that's all I want to do.
Yeah, man. It just, you're wiped. The way and my mouth is bad. I know I'm cursing a lot more on the road. Then I come home and I'm like, what the fuck happened to me? I know I have a bad mouth anyway, but when I come home, I'm like fucking sewer mouth. And then you realize it, right?
I try not to swear around my kids either. Like, I've made a whole, like, just their whole life, I've just made great effort. Not always
good for you.
I didn't always kill it, but like I've made great effort to not. I didn't want my kids to do that. Oh, I lost you. What happened? Oh, there you are.
No, it's somebody's bothering me again. Sorry, my stupid phone. But I've done that also. For me, it's. I have this mouth that I grew up with, and it never leaves me. But I try to work on it. My son he disciplines me now at this point. Dad, potty mouth. He'll just straight out call me, and you feel this small because your son is disciplining you. That's the point. It's like, dude, I get it. You're right. I'll bring it down. And you're kind of negotiating with your son all of a sudden, right? It's like, oh, what are we doing here? Really? I'm like a 3-year-old, but it is what it is. Yeah. It's this is the way I look at it, Rob. We're very lucky. We're very lucky to do what we do. We get that freedom. You just spoke about it a second ago. When we leave, we have the freedom, like the yard work is, all that stuff, the stuff around the house, and because it's just, that's gone when we leave. It's kind of, you put it in the hands of your wife. Yeah. So it's a lot of responsibility you're giving up too. It's like, man, but you kind of, the guilt from that leaving is also tough. I find that hard. It's like, I have a checklist. Make sure you do this. I'm annoying. I said, make sure this is the list. You have any problem? I'll make the calls from the road. Let me know, So right. I try to do all that shit. So not that it ever works. It tries. Yeah. But it's part of the game we play. We signed up with this for a long time ago. So we don't know any better, you and I. That's the way we don't know anything else. I can't, at this point in my life, I'm really psyched that you and I are able to come out of this pandemic. That's never happened in anybody's lifetime that's alive right now. And we're able to still talk about going on tour. That's pretty fucking cool. Yeah. So I feel very fortunate and very, I don't know, I'm humbled by that. I am, because we're still talking about making music and making a living doing this. So the way I look at it, man, we're pretty fucking lucky, just to be able to do it. But after this, or after everybody's heartache and all this stuff, the pain and the stuff that people went through, you and I are able to talk about having a, thank God, a blessed family and moving on and making more music.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool place to be in. Maybe I'm at this place in my life. I'm just looking, maybe that it gave me an evaluation time, this whole COVID thing, and how, fortunate we are for this stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, dude, thanks, whatever you believe in, whatever
like recentering. Like I found it so much easier to kind of get recentered because of this break, forced or not, whatever. Like it made you kind of re-examine things and, maybe appreciate things more, maybe be more grateful for what you have. And, I think sometimes bands can kind of get into like like I don't have this or I don't have that, like you can just go, well, we're all fucked now. So
yeah,
look at what
we're all in this together. Yeah, that's exactly that. We're all in this together. That's the way I look at it. Like it's our job now to go bring this music out there. Everybody, all bands. It's no competition bullshit. None of that. I can't be bothered with that. I want to see everybody. I want to see your band. I want to see everybody's band. Yeah. I want to rise. Everybody should rise now and fucking give the world what we have, because I think the fucking world needs it. And that's the truth, man. I really feel music. It helps everything. We're lucky to do this shit, man. I think we got lucky when we got that feeling when we were young. It's like, man, this is what I want to do with my life. We were lucky to follow through with it and get the opportunities. So now we're able to do this after this fucking COVID thing. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just thankful and just, like you said, reflective and just perspective. It's all perspective now. It's like reality. It's like, this is reality, dude. We have this opportunity. I'm going to fucking use it. I don't know how much time. Do you know how much time you have left? I know I don't know how much time I have left on the earth. I want to make every fucking second count now. That's the way it is. And after seeing what we've seen around, I'm not tempting fate. I want to live and fucking live to the fullest. For me, that's what it means now.
Yeah. You just had your 40th anniversary, but you didn't join the band until 84.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. 83. It's 83? Here's the truth. 83, 84. I got in Anthrax the day the record came out. Fistful of Metal. The actual release day, believe it or not. Really? Yeah, I didn't play on it. I didn't write any of it. I auditioned, blah, 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 got in the band, and it worked out. And I did the touring for, it was great. These are the early days of craziness. $5 a day for per diem. So right. you went on tour. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner, $5 a day. Yeah. Make it count. Right. What are you eating? It was very much, coffee and bread.
And talking chicks into taking you to McDonald's.
Dude, whatever works. In those days, friends came into play big time. Showers at friends' houses and stuff. We all did it. The van tours.
Yeah.
But I look at these times, like you've done van tours. This is the best times in our career, dude. You get to know everybody. They're not
the best time. They're not the best time in my career.
But no. What I'm saying, the best times of learning the band.
Yes, for sure.
The personalities. That's what I mean. Best times, believe me. I'm much rather in tour bus, believe me. Right. But so
I know what you mean though. They're such a formative. They fucking make you into a goddamn man. They
make you into a man.
You have to have a certain. A hole that never gets filled inside of you to want to keep on going into a van and play metal music.
Dude, sweating, the shirts from the stage, you go into the van, you're still smelling all the above, everything, hanging fucking underwear in the fucking van.
Oh yeah.
Closing. Dude,
I didn't know what stage clothes were for like at least the first 3 or 4 years of my life. Like it was just this, if you were sweaty after, you just hoped that it dried off in time before you got back in the van.
Dude, all I knew is fucking, as far as like chafing, fucking. I learned chafing from a fucking van. What the fuck is this? It's killing me on the side of my balls. What is this? And you're realizing I got to change my fucking clothes because the last show is shit still on me. And that's, as much as you change, and you have to find a laundry. It's insane. It's insane is what it is.
But animals.
Dude, but people don't realize it, but it does give you the goods for later on.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
It gives you the goods. It makes you I don't care whatever it is, you'll put it into that next song. You'll put it into that, whatever strife you have, it's going to put it into that next part of the band. And I think that builds the character of the band. And who could survive? Who can't survive? Right.
Yeah, totally.
Because
so many
only
crew guys and other band members just can't take it's because it's rough. It's a fucking rough life.
It's a rough life. People think
it's made easier when we're younger because we don't have like wives and houses and insurance or what, you know what I mean? Like those type of responsibilities, you know, like it.
Right.
I do miss that, you know, 18, 19, 20 years old, 5 dudes just fucking all in it for the music. You don't, you know, who cares about, you know, no wives, no houses, no nothing. Like it's just, This is what we're doing. And I can live off of $5 a day at fucking Denny's or whatever.
You were happy to, and that's because it's a goal, right? The drive is for that goal. We don't even know what the goal is, by the way. No. We just know we have to do it, right? That's the great thing about it. It's the void. It's that void. No pun, but we don't know where we're going, but we know the fucking drive is there, right?
Yeah. I think the goal the only goal back then was just like more people for bigger circle pits and bigger moshing, you know, like
that's it. How do we get to that level? What's the next step? I guess that's what we wanted to climb that next step, whatever it is. I don't think we even know. We just wanted more people to get into bigger places, all that stuff. And maybe have a shower.
The goal. I just want more people so there can be bigger circle pits on bigger floors, you know, and more people just going fucking crazy.
Because we're connecting. You and I still want to connect to people and make them feel like we fucking feel, right? Because we're fans. At the end of the day, I'm a fucking fan of this music. I want people to feel like I feel like I'm on stage. I want to fucking get it all out. However you do it, you want to slam, you want to, whatever you want to do. You want to dance. I don't give a shit. Have a good time. Get it all out here. That's what this is for. That's still how I feel. I mean, I think I'm more now than ever. It's just let's just get out there and do this together, because the show is you and the audience. It's not just them watching us on stage. It's together. We're fucking the audience and us fucking rise in this energy. That's what I feel anyway. It's like, let's fucking do this, man. Let's have a good time. Fucking rock this shit out. And, you know, and I look for that. I'm going to the show on Sunday for the Foo Fighters to get that feeling, right? Yeah. I want to feel that, you know, because I have that drive. I want to hear Grohl scream his balls off. I want to fucking go for it. Right. And scream along with him, because I'm a fucking fan, right? And that's the way it should be. No matter where you are, I don't care if you're a performer or not. We all feel this one thing. We all have that. I want to keep that. I want to push it further. You know, that's where it's at.
When you did, so you joined after the record was recorded, but then at the beginning of the tour cycle.
Yeah, right at the very beginning.
So like that's the fucking beginning of the band, you know.
Yeah,
you might have missed the early kind of club days with Neil Turbin, but you were there because you were guitar teching or roadieing or something, right?
Well, yeah, I was. Yeah, I was teching. Look, there's some great techs out there. I was not one, right? Look, I don't
think anybody back then, like no first band has great techs. My tech back then was named Mike Scum. Like he was good at fighting. That's why we had him there, I think, you know.
That's, you know what? It's a personality. We look for characters. Right. We would always bring our friends. You know, I was a friend with these guys. I was friends with them, so it was easy to keep me around. So of course, we still hire our friends. You know, our friends are our techs. But it was a great ride, because coming from the friend thing and into the band, it was natural. There wasn't any kind of like, you know, it's a new guy. It was Frank. It was just Frankie. You know what I mean? So I just came into the band. We jammed. I knew the songs backwards and forwards. It was all good. And I tell you, man, it was weird because in high school, I graduated early on purpose because I got in the band and they were going on tour and I didn't want to miss the tour. So I was able to double up my credits, you know, in the last year of school. Uh-huh. So you doubled up. So I stayed there for like 2 or 3 hours more in school just to get my credits so I could go on tour, which, you know, it's all in. It's either that or was I going to go to college and try and be a baseball star? No. Right. I wasn't, oh my God, I was a decent baseball player, but this was my dream. This was fucking, I'm going to go for it. And I said, look, if this didn't work out, if we get a couple albums in, I'll go back to college. That was my thought. You know, I'll do something and be creative with it and somehow I was going to be successful. I don't know. I wanted music, and that's what really stuck. So that
you're Charlie's cousin too, right? So that you had that connection. Or
yeah, it's the connection it's weird. It is, I know it sounds weird, but he's actually my uncle.
Oh, uncle.
And
okay.
my mom was my mom is his oldest sister. So
Okay.
he's my uncle. He's like, we grew up as brothers. He's like 2.5 years older than me, but we definitely grew up as brothers, like in the same house. Because when my dad took off, there's no more money and all that shit, and everything was crazy. So I went to go live with my grandmother, with Charlie's house.
Oh,
so,
okay.
And Charlie, to his credit, man, and I thank him every day for this. He really got me into music, and we started to jam and all that stuff. And he was like the big brother thing, getting me into music and stuff like that. And he's the one that told me, as I was playing shitty rhythm guitar, he says, "You're playing the bass parts on guitar. Why don't you just switch the bass?" And he was the guy that told me, him and my friend Mike. So that was a natural thing. So it was a great. I cherish our upbringing. I think I got very lucky from the pain of my dad leaving and all that stuff. And it is what it is. It's abandonment, and that hurts and all that shit. That music absolutely filled that void. That was my thing. The musicians that I chose to pick: Steve Harris, Geddy Lee, Geezer Butler. Those are my heroes, my father figures. I looked up to these guys.
Right.
Kiss, all that good stuff. So I think we were very lucky. I was very lucky to have music in that time, really, because it made it make sense. Because nothing made sense back then.
Well, I like what you where you started going there, because I just had Scott on, I don't know, a couple months back, and we went into like very in-depth, like first 3 albums of Anthrax. He owes me a part 2 still, but we covered that. And you have a book coming out. You have an autobiography coming out, co-written with Joel MacGyver.
Yeah, Joel. He's great, great dude.
Yeah. He did a Machine Head autobiography, unauthorized autobiography, but
was he accurate?
I don't know. It's weird. It's weird reading a book about your life. You know what I mean?
Of course, man.
I mean,
but
I'm sure you've had things written about where you're just like, what? Like, what?
Yeah.
Who? Like,
but to his credit, he does his homework. And
he does. Yeah.
Joel does his homework, so he goes deep, and he's pretty much on it all the time, from what I found.
It's just weird reading a book about your life,
yeah, sure,
told through someone else's eyes. Like, it's just it's a weird thing. I don't know if I'll ever get used to it, sure. Even if
you've done something, you've done something right. It's the ultimate compliment. I think the way I'm looking at it, it's the ultimate compliment. People are talking about you and what you've done. So you made an imprint. The way I look at that stuff, it's like, wow, this is cool. And if I didn't know about Machine Head or Robb, I would want to know a little bit deeper. And maybe this, if you haven't said it, maybe this has a little more insight. That's the way I'm not defending Joel. I love Joel.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to be defended. He's a great writer.
Yeah.
He's after me to do this.
I don't
for
think
a
it matters
time.
who wrote it. Like, it could be, my closest friend, it would still, it's just weird,
And
it was,
I think that's great.
In many ways, it was like, you feel like you've arrived in some way.
Totally. And look, your history says you have. That's the way I look at it. So, look, these things, I never wanted to write a book, dude. This was cathartic for me. And I'll be really honest with you, because I wrote a song a long time ago. My brother, it's in the book, and you'll see this. My brother.
Yeah, I want to get into some of this, because I really
should we? I don't know how deep you want to go, because I'm weirded out with it.
You know what? When researching you, it was so fucking hard to research you. Like, there's just nothing out there on you. Like, fucking
dude, I'm a private dude.
You jamming like a million videos of you jamming, and that's it. Like, I was like, I don't know much about your life, and I've kind of heard like little knickknacks here and there, and it sounds like you have a pretty, like a very inspiring life, but also like some pretty rough, tragedies that happened in there that really shaped who you are. And that's, I feel like, because I covered so much of the Anthrax thing with Scott, I would like to get more into like you with this one.
Sure. Yeah. I'm easy. I'll do whatever you like. I mean, for me, this is easy because, I've written the book now, and I'll tell you, it was painful. There's a lot of pain in there. And cause you reflect, there was some really great times, but there was some really, like, when you talk about these things, I'll put it out there to your audience. 1996, March 25th, 1996. I'm in my house, I think, with my friend Paul. He's upstairs sleeping. We were doing some Anthrax stuff. I hear somebody running up the stairs, banging on my door. It's Charlie, my uncle Charlie, who's in the band Anthrax, screaming, "Get up, Frank, open the door, open the door." Just freaking the fuck out. I opened the door. I said, "What the fuck is going on? You okay?" He goes, "You got to come with me." And this is even, I'm sorry, it's still hard to talk about. It's even after 1996. This is a long time ago, 25 years ago. Anthony's been shot. My brother Anthony's been shot. He's dead. You got to come. You got to come. I fall on the floor. I didn't see it coming, dude. Nobody sees that coming. I didn't see me passing out and just fucking freaking out because the blood I just went down. They picked me up, crying, the whole thing. Charlie drives me down to the scene. And this is in the Bronx, New York, it happened, right? Where we grew up.
Are you living in the Bronx at this time?
No, I was in Westchester, right? In my townhouse at the time, Yonkers. So we drive down. He drives me down, and I'm crying. I didn't, obviously, be beside myself. I didn't know how to take this.
Of course. Yeah.
So we go to the scene, and it looks like a Law and Order scene. If you've seen the show Law and Order, it looks like that. Cops everywhere, ambulances, fire truck, blah blah blah. Crowd of people. There's a sheet. There's a sheet I see from afar when I get out of the car. It's my brother underneath the sheet. And I only knew it was my brother because I saw the sheet didn't cover his shoes. And I knew his shoes. So I knew it was him. And that was my validation of what was going on. And that reality check was right there. Then I turned around and I see my mom, who's at the scene. I didn't even know she was there. Done. Just everything you can imagine. Just sorrow, the face of sorrow, just beaten, just beaten down, just crying. She's in disbelief. And there's no other words for that. So I just go and hug her. And really, there's nothing you could say. You just hug, and there's no verbalization. There's nothing you could say verbally that comes out. You can't say, "I'm sorry." I don't know what to say. So I guess we just hugged for a long time. And
what happened?
Here's what happened. My brother had some words with some guy at a coffee shop. I guess this guy, they had words before. Long story short, had heard this guy knew he was going to be there. I can't mention names. They had some words again, and he took out a gun, put 3 bullets in him.
Holy shit!
And on the street, yeah, there was witnesses.
Just over some was it a coffee shop?
It was outside a coffee shop in the Bronx. As simple as that sounds, yeah. So I get down there. I'm screaming at this point after I hug my mother. I want to know fucking answers. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. I'm yelling at every cop there, every detective. Finally, the detective who's in charge of the case comes up to me, tries to calm me down and all that shit. I said, "Who the fuck?" I'm just screaming, "Who the fuck?" All that shit. Everything you could imagine you would do, right? You want answers. What the fuck happened here? There are no answers. There's no witnesses. So Anthony's taken away, blah, 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 all that. They bring him to the hospital and all that stuff. So we have to go away because they won't let us at the hospital. Can't do that. So we have to go home and deal with this shit now. So a week goes by. There's a witness. They find the witness. Okay, so good. He saw it happen, blah, blah, blah. I'll cut to the chase because this is all in the book. I'll cut to the chase. We go through the court system in the Bronx, New York. And this is horrible. And I pray to God, none of the people listening right now ever have to go through that. It was a horror show. It was me, my family, and the other side, right? And you can imagine like a Scorsese kind of vibe, very Italian kind of thing. Like,
like a mob guy he had words with?
Wannabes. There was some speculation that I don't know for sure, so I can't say it. Speculation, right? Long story short, there's a lot of intimidation that was trying to be passed along. Really bad stuff. Like it's gonna, stuff, and I don't want that stuff, but I'm going to defend my family, right? Blah blah blah. So there was a lot of court people. There was a lot of officers in there just trying to keep us in line. Everybody. There was a lot of court people there, a lot of officers. Long story short, going through all these preliminary things for these court systems, right? And you find out the next time the witness disappeared. Next time around, witness disappeared. They can't find him. They think they disappeared. Now, what I hear off the street is there was another story. He didn't disappear. He ran away.
Right.
Well, you could read between the lines there, right?
Yeah.
So it was a definite hard thing for somebody to actually have seen it happen and leave and not talk about it, because he said it beforehand. The witness, he said he saw it. We couldn't do anything about it. You're powerless. Just so you know, the side of the family, the victim's family, is powerless. Next thing you hear, so the detective comes to us and said, "We lost the witness. We'll keep trying, but as of now, it's still a cold case that burns through your heart and your stomach every day of your life." So I don't know if I put that in the right perspective for you, just a taste of it, but it's in the book, and I don't want to have to sell the book like this, but that's just a part of it. So what people don't know is I kind of snapped. Anthrax was off tour and all that stuff. So I kind of snapped, to be really honest with you, Rob, where I didn't know me anymore. You know, when you think there's a dark side, I didn't know this dark side I had. I didn't know I had this dark side, where weeks after that, to be really blunt, nobody knew what I was doing. I went looking, I hunted, and very discreetly. And I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell my girlfriend, my wife's girlfriend at the time. I didn't tell anybody what I was doing. But I never touched a gun in my life. Never touched the gun. I was looking for the sale of one. You know, I went to people I shouldn't have talked to back then. I was, all the things you could think of. And it came to fruition where I had this thing come up to me where I was talking to my wife, and after a couple of weeks of doing that, I had a realization. I said, "Look, if I do this, and you know what I'm talking about, if I do this, I'm going to lose my wife, and my mother's going to lose another son. Either way, right? Either way, either I'm dead or I go to jail. Right. I don't want to do that." And something snapped. Something came back. Realization: I can't do this. But to be really honest, and I can only be honest with this shit because it's very real and it's very from the heart. I was going to avenge my brother.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say it like that because I'm not that guy. But I snapped for a little while, and I don't know what came into me, what got me back into reality and not doing that. It was a very scary place when you don't know who you are.
It's a very natural response, right? Like, I mean, for something, especially something that extreme, to have that, it's a primal urge to want that. And, I don't, I fully understand where you're coming from. Like
I'm glad you do.
I've done the same thing. Like, and I look back at the person I was while I was doing that. I'm like, who is that person?
Yeah.
I don't want to be that person again. I'm so fucking lucky that, the gun didn't go off or, just a million things I can think of, back running around when I was in my 20s, fucking out of my mind. And, so yeah, right on for sharing that, man. That's a very sad story, and I'm really sorry to hear about that. That's horrible.
I'm sorry I had to bring that up to you, but I thought it was important.
No, don't be sorry.
You knew, well, it's cathartic to almost talk about, because I've been through a lot of therapy for all this shit, dude. Because it really fucked me up because I felt guilty about being on the tour so much and not being there for my brother. Maybe if I would have been the father figure to my brother, right? My brother Anthony, he would have had a little more, discipline about who the people he's hanging out with, whatever. I have a lot of guilt towards that. And I said it through therapy, but
Was your
You know, I
brother
blame
was your
myself.
brother kind of running around in the streets and getting into
No,
trouble? Or no?
dude, my brother was the best. You would love my brother, and I'm going to be really honest. He's the best person I knew. He was, but you know, he had friends we grew up with in the Bronx. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people went to different sides of the coin, right?
Right.
It just so happened that's what happens in life. It just so happens that he got caught up with the wrong guy, unfortunately. And but as far as my brother, he was a better person than me. That's for sure. But he was a big Anthrax fan. He used to come to the shows. He loved that I was in the band and that we were doing something. You know, he loved the whole vibe. And
What did he do?
so yeah, really, he was going to school and stuff. So he's 23. He died at 23.
Oh,
He was
geez.
just getting his
Pretty young.
so pretty young. So he's just getting his life together. Unfortunately, you know, and he had a big future because people liked him and he could talk his way into anything. He's just a really good dude. I'm not just saying it because he's my brother, because everybody who knew him loved him.
Yeah.
In fact, the funeral was insanely packed. A line outside to tribute to him. It was a huge funeral. God bless him. But you know, that's all the stuff. That's just some of the stuff that goes on in life, and I don't want that for anybody. I don't want anybody to feel that pain. So again, why I talk about this stuff is I want people to see, maybe through this book, if you're going through some kind of severe thing like that, or whatever it is, pain in your life, there's a way to, even though you go to the dark place, you got to brush that shit off, as you just said, right? And you're fortunate not to do it. You could brush your shit off and there's a better day ahead. And I don't want to preach. I don't want to sound like that, but I just want to try to pass the torch and say, you can do this. You know, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get stuck in that zone, man. Once you're stuck in that zone, you can't come out. And people have to know there's a way out of that zone. You know, it's a dark place. It's a dark place, man. So
it is. You know, I like, as you're telling me your story, I'm thinking about, you know, times when I literally like went hunting, like you said. Like I remember Ginevra, that's my wife. She was my girlfriend at the point. She got robbed at gunpoint we lived in Oakland at the time. And me and my friends, you know, right outside of her apartment, me and my friends jumped in the fucking car and like we went hunting. Like if we would have found, I don't even fucking, like, I'm so glad we didn't find him. I mean, we were all fucking,
me too.
packing. We were all packing. We were all fucking stupid, and we probably would have killed him, you know?
Yeah, dude. You know, because it's that, and you know, you're almost worried about that moment, right? Aren't you? Like when you were doing it, when I was hunting, I'm just going to be really honest. What happens if I do? Because I know me. I'm going to think of Anthony first, and the guy didn't give me. Anthony wasn't armed. You know, my brother wasn't armed. He didn't give him a chance. He shot an unarmed guy, right?
Jeez.
I show no mercy, dude, with that, because in that moment, I'm going to see Anthony, and there's no way you gave him a chance. You put 3 in him, dude. You put 3 in him. One is the warning, right? 2 is to kill. Yeah. 2 more is to kill. So the way I look, you didn't give him a fucking chance. So in my mind, this was a done deal. This was a fucking done deal. Hunt and done. And that's I'm just telling you what I felt, what I saw, the blackness that I had going. It was like you had in the car that night. You know, I just had my brother going down, not having a chance to defend himself, and that was not going to. There was no coming back from that for me, and that's as honest as I can be with that. It's like, wow, fuck you, dude. You put him down. Fuck, that's the warning. No, you put him away. That's what's fucking, for me. That's what I had in my head, and I don't think I've ever said that before. That's as honest as I could be with that darkness where I was in, and that's what's fucking scary, because I didn't even know me at that point. Did you know you at that point? I didn't know me at that point. It was another person that I was like, holy shit. I don't
know if I didn't put it together then, but looking back, that's what I think. At the time, right. I was just in fucking red, you know, like,
yeah, red, right? It's a shitty place to be, and we only know that afterwards, right? We only know that, and it's like, thank God I didn't find fucking the right gun, or I didn't see them as I was doing that. I was patrolling the same fucking grounds. I was patrolling, dude. I mean, they had to see me at night after night, but I was fucking patrolling in the obvious places, and you know, everybody must have just fucking went to different states or whatever the fuck, because they knew where the people were looking for him. But
was there any justice at the end of it?
As I speak to you, this is now a cold case that never got solved. And you know, you go to these groups that have other murders in their family and stuff like you relate to them and you understand how much pain these poor people have. And I didn't know that beforehand, but I have a whole new respect for it and how much it takes to
like a group
move on.
A group of people who have been through this. Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Talk to people and just talk. It helps a lot just talking to people, because there's a lot of people that have gone through this and you know they just have no answers. And cold cases are cold cases. Yeah, the cops, they can only do what they do, you know. But it is what it is, man. It's just I just don't wish it on anybody. But the thing is that I just want people, if there is that dark place, you got to get out of it and move on. That's really, because now I look at it. Imagine not being there for your kids right now, Rob. You know what I'm saying? You know, imagine not being dad to your 14, your 17-year-old, my 15-year-old. That's like, that's what I have to do. That's my part in life now. That would have gave all that up. And you know, I couldn't have had a kid back then. You know, I wouldn't be able to make it right. You know what I mean? My whole thing is make it right. It makes sense. It's like, I want to do what I didn't have the chance to do. To be honest, I didn't have the opportunity. When my dad split, I always said to myself, I will never do this. I want to be the best dad, because I never want anybody to feel like I feel like right now. And that was the most important thing.
Remember your dad splitting? Like, were you old enough to?
I do.
Yeah.
I was 10. And look, he was a good dude. You know, whatever happened in his mind, fine. You know what I mean? As far as I know, I don't mention names or anything like that. I won't do that. It just hurt.
The name of your
really, dad. Yeah. I don't get into that stuff. I you know, because for me, it's all about making it better for the next. You know, I want to make it better for my son. I want him to be a great dad for his kids, right?
Yeah.
And then we want to pass that. That's all we're about right now.
Did he leave because of like mental health issues or something?
Dude,
snap.
I don't know. And the thing is, abandonment, you don't know, right?
Right.
And you know, and quite honestly, now you move on to your life, and all I can do is that gave me the fire to be the best I can do, and that's all I want to do now. And I guess it doesn't matter why, right? But it doesn't matter what would happen. But I know for me, I'm doing this. I'm straight on, family first, music second, all that stuff. You know, it all takes on that for me. Because
so he leaves you and your mom and your little brother.
Well, I have there's 4 kids, 5 kids. My mom had 5 kids.
Okay, I got you.
Anthony was the youngest. I think he was 6 months old, something like that. But it's tough. Again, I don't know why. I don't even ask why, but I know it happened. Yeah. And whatever, he must have had his issues, and that's fine. I respect that, but I would never do that in my life. I would never, because no matter whatever predicament that is, that kid needs a father.
Yeah, that's a lot of kids to leave behind.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, it's a lot of kids and welfare. Yeah. That whole welfare thing, that's tough. You know, not enough food, all that stuff. That's why I kind of had to move. It was tough for my mom. That's why I was getting my ass kicked literally every day from the same guys. I'm walking to school. You know, kids just we had to move to a pretty not a good area. After we had to give up the house and stuff. So long story short,
gotcha.
So we had to move to an area that wasn't great. So as I'm walking to school every day, dude, I'm getting my fucking ass kicked literally by the same 2 kids. Well, one kid specifically, he was a big dude, a lot taller than me, just waited for me to come out and go around this corner. And the only way to survive, and this is all, it sounds like a therapy thing, but literally I had to climb under the cars to get away from the beating. Oh, that was the only way to make them stop. That was pretty much every day. That's when I had, that's why I had to move back to the Bronx with my grandmother and Charlie's house.
This is not in the Bronx?
No, it was at Haverstraw, New York.
Okay. I don't
Haverstraw, New York. No, it's another part of kind of upstate New York, but it is there's bad parts everywhere. That was just unfortunate that we landed there, right? We landed there. Lucky me, I get my ass kicked every day, right? It is what it is.
Where were you living before that? Also
Rockland County, in a nice house in Rockland County.
I've been in upstate New York.
upstate New York.
Okay.
And what happened is, after he took off, there was no money.
Yeah.
House went away, right?
Yeah.
Had to move somewhere, so we had to move like a low income kind of vibe.
Right.
And
then you moved to the Bronx.
Because of I had to move to the Bronx because I moved out of the house from my mom. My mom said, "Why don't you go live with grandma?"
Was the Bronx worse than the other place?
No, because you would think the Bronx. I lived in a great.
I mean, I think of like the Bronx in the 70s and 80s, and I'm like,
yeah. See,
I mean, there's a lot of movies made about how rough the fucking Bronx was.
And it is that. Look, there are parts like that. The part I lived in was North Bronx, right near the Frogs Neck Bridge. It was a great area. It was mixed of everybody. It was a mix of everybody. It was great.
That's cool.
So it's where I grew up and where I was born. So it was like an oasis for me when I moved into my grandmother's house. And this book is really, not only is it dedicated to Anthony's, it's dedicated to the strong women in my life because they brought me up.
Right.
And they showed me how to be a man. Believe it or not, women in my life, my grandmother, my aunts, my mom, they showed me how to become a man. And it's like a tribute to them. So I'm a pro power to the girl thing all the time, man. I'm pro girl all the time. We learn as we get older, you and I, Rob, that the women, they know what's up.
Like the strongest. Like I watched my wife have a kid, and I was like, I would never do that.
Dude, I tip my hat.
I would be the biggest bitch about having a fucking kid, baby. Dude,
imagine us guys. Oh, my fingernail. No, come on, dude. They go through that. When my son was born, I couldn't believe this was happening. That life is this. It's like I'm a wuss compared to that. There's no way we'd be able to do that. There's no way.
I mean, I remember like my first son being born, and we actually videotaped it. I had my mother-in-law was there, and we were taking turns videotaping, but she never wanted to hold my hand when we had the kid. And like, obviously, it's already a large, it's a basketball-sized thing inside of the woman, and I'm just like, fuck, man, that's crazy. Like, how's it gonna come out of there? And so I'm sitting there, and I hold her hand. She's breathing and she's screaming, and I'm having this whole like inner dialogue that's got nothing to do with anything that she's doing. And I'm like, so the baby starts coming out, and the first thing that comes out is his eye, right? So it's just like, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, well, and it comes out, and then it kind of squeezes around his head, and I'm like, she's screaming, and I'm like having this whole conversation in my head, like, wow, like the baby's head really isn't, it's not that big, and then like the next eye comes out, and then the ear comes out, and I was like, Jesus Christ, look at that, and then the shoulder, and I was like, fuck, like how does anything come out of there that big? It's fucking crazy, dude. The fucking amount of pain and just fucking hell, dude.
It's way beyond anything we'll ever know. That's the way I look at it. It's a gift, and look, I'm glad it happened. But for me, when we had our kid, I remember, the pulse rate, all that stuff.
Right.
So
right.
I freak out on that because that's your heart rate, and I worry about that stuff. There was a time during our delivery where it started beeping like slower, and they had to do something, and it scared the fuck out of me. It happened to you too?
Yeah,
dude. How scary is that?
It was scary. With my first, it happened. Yeah.
Yeah. So it happened to us. So Frank, being the wuss that Frank is, I started getting lightheaded. I said, "Oh shit," because I said like the what? Because I see everything happen.
Your wife's like, you better not faint, you motherfucker.
Exactly. She's like, don't you go. She sees my face go white, like the blood's leaving my face. Dude, the nurse grabs my arm. The nurse fucking grabs my arm. I'm going. The two nurses bring me in the fucking bathroom to sit on the toilet, right? Oh, give me apple juice. Like, what the fuck? I said, I got to get in there. So I can't get my feet yet. So they give me some apple juice. So I finally get my feet. She goes, ah! She's my poor wife. Thank God the heart rate came back and everything was fine. But I said, I better not miss this moment. I did not want to miss that moment. I went in there real quick. I got my shit back together and went back in. So, fucking man.
That's right. I think I heard Snoop Dogg passed out like when he had his first kid.
It's a lot. It's a lot, man.
And tell that story because it's fucking. I remember hearing it. It's fucking so goddamn funny.
It's easy to go down, especially that heart rate shit, because they inform you about all this shit beforehand. You get chromosomes, all that shit. Right. He's like, I got all this shit in my head. I'm like, dude, come on, I want to enjoy this, And when that heart rate thing started, it's like, so what's wrong? My eyes went this fucking big. What's wrong? I'm questioning doc. He's okay. No, what's that noise? And all of a sudden the blood leaves me. Where the fuck does the blood go? It just left me. I was like, what the fuck, man? Bathroom, the whole thing. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Cold compress on the head, whatever. She's the one giving birth.
Right.
But it was pretty severe, man. But we were one and done after that.
Okay.
We were one and done probably because of me. But no, it was tough. So we didn't know. Plus, I was older too. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
But are you done forever?
You know what? We tried to have more. We had two, and then the second one was the second one was like the polar opposite of the first one. The first one was she had back labor, and then her whole back went into spasm for like 12 hours, and then she still wasn't anywhere dilated. And then another 12 hours. I mean, it was fucking, dude, we were fucking wiped out. I mean, 24 hours of labor, like we was fucking. She was wiped out. I was tired. Second one was totally opposite. Her water broke. She woke up. It was 2:30. Water broke. We called our friends to come over, and I get in the car. It took them about 25 minutes to get over to our house. They get there. I get in the car. She's screaming, wind like legs on the glass, like I'm gonna have this. I'm like, dude, you're not gonna have the. I'm gonna have this fucking baby right now. I'm like, dude, you just broke your water like 30 minutes ago. Like, chill. And so we get to the hospital, and she's screaming at the top of her lungs, like, I'm gonna have it. And the nurse is like, ma'am, your water probably just broke. She looks and she goes in there and she like looks to see if she's dilated or not. She's like, oh my God, you're fully dilated. You're gonna have this baby. Take it in there. Dude, within like. Seriously, within 90 minutes of her breaking water, she's like, give me some, I need what's the thing where they put the thing in the back and it makes you kind of go, whatever.
Fuck's the name? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. They're like, I need a blah, blah, blah. And she's like, ma'am, we're not even going to give you Tylenol. It's not going to work in time. She's like, no. Like I could hear her being wheeled down the thing, and I'm like, oh my God. I get in there and fucking dude, just my youngest son was just like, I'm coming out into the world.
Holy shit. Wow.
Dude, it was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Not totally natural, not even a fucking Tylenol or nothing. It was.
I give it again, much props, much respect. That's a big deal for her, man. Like, totally. God.
Yeah. And then you talk about how strong women are. Like and then I was home for a month, and then I went on tour for the Blackening for 3 years, and she had to hold down with a 2-year-old and a newborn while I was gone for fucking, just her on this amazing run that was so many highs and so many lows because at home she's freaking out. And I'm like, fuck.
But still, you go on the road and see it's the highs and lows. I want people to understand that the great high, you just had this beautiful baby, your second kid, this great thing is happening with the band, you're getting to go away. But the guilt from you leaving away right then and there, as great as things are going on the road, wow, you're carrying that big load. It's a big thing to carry on your head because you feel guilty about leaving. Yeah. She just had the baby. That's tough. Did she have any help?
She had, we had her mom and her grandma came and helped through. Yeah. Dude, they'd stay.
Family. Yeah. Thank God, because that takes the burden off of our head, because I needed that too. Because when we had ours, Teresa had some complications, so she had to get an additional surgery after it. I know we're talking personal stuff here, but long story short, so.
Oh, no fucking regret. We can talk about anything.
Yeah, it's no regret. No, yeah. So the thing is, I had to be Mr. Mom.
Right.
I was off tour, so she couldn't get out of bed, my wife. I felt bad for her. So I kind of had to do everything. But I learned. I called my grandmother, called my aunt. Dude, what do I do here? What do I do here? Every little thing. But I learned that it was like at least a month to do that. But I was Mr. Mom.
And it's funny too, because there's this, I think it's funny that you say Mr. Mom, it's just being a dad. Mr. Mom. It's just being a dad.
It's true.
But men have been kind of programmed to think that is being Mr. Mom. And I'm like, my dad would come over and it'd fucking annoy the shit out of me. He'd be like, I'd be changing doing mom's work. I'm like, no, I'm changing my son's fucking, no, this isn't fucking mother's work. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I didn't change your diapers for that. I'm like, well, that's what the fuck? Like that's doesn't
different
make it
era.
Cool. Oh, I couldn't take the smell. I'm like, oh my God. Like, what the fuck, Dad? Fucking,
It's like, what, Dad, you don't shit? You know what I'm saying? It's like you could say to your dad, do you not shit? It's the smell of shit. It is what it is. We'll wipe it. I'm wiping my son's ass. I'll do it. It's not a problem. For me, I felt the same way. I didn't even think not to take it fully on. It's like that was one of the great things about being a dad for me. It's like, all right, I want to change diapers. I want to feed him. I want to burp him. I want to do all that stuff.
I tell you what, I'd go on tour and I'd come home after being gone for a year on the blackening tour, and I literally remember, this is a super clear memory I had. I walked in, she was like, your turn, and fucking turns around. My fucking son took 7 poopy diapers that day. I was like, are you kidding me, dude? Like, I just got off of a 12-hour flight. I'm fucking wiped out. 7 poopy diapers I had to change. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me, right?
Dude, you're tired. That's like,
she's like, fuck you. She's like, I'm not helping you a fucking time today. Like, I'm fucking going drinking wine with Amy. Like, I was like, all right, fine.
And all you could do at that point, yes, dear.
Yes,
dear.
Sure.
Love you.
Drinking wine.
Yeah. And I got this shit. I'm good. I got it. Zoom. I'll get it done.
I'll be trying to catch a nap in between changing diapers.
Yeah. The way I looked at it, I lived on coffee. That whole thing, man, that was just a caffeine nonstop thing for me with that whole time. But again, we look back and again, a great time in our life. Think about it.
Totally.
We miss them now, right? We miss those times.
For sure.
Yeah, we don't want to change diapers. I get it. But those times were, and this is why our parents tell us that stuff, man, that was the time of our life. You know what I mean? That was the time of our life. My kid's 15 years old, and hopefully he'll make some time for me to hang. You know what I mean? He's got his own life now. You kind of miss it,
Yeah, totally. Totally.
It's the plight of a dad.
Now when I go over there, he's just like, what? Like, I come in his room. I went in his room yesterday. He's like, what? I'm like, what? Yeah. Like, I'm just saying, what's up? Doors closed. I'm like, knock, knock. I gotta, hey, what do you know? What? That's coming in to say, what's going on? What'd you do today? What do you mean? I'm like, what do I mean? It's all like one word answers, and
you're making me feel a lot better right now.
I gotta kind of rib him a little bit, like just give him some shit, like.
Yeah, my son has way longer hair than me now, longer than you right now too. Because I cut my hair for COVID, I got fucking fed up. Nice. I said I can't take it anymore. I fucking freaked out, so I cut my hair. Blah blah blah. He's doing the opposite of me. He's got this whole new look, and he's going to kick my ass for saying this. He's got the whole covering his face. I said, why? That's the way I want to look. Okay. I said, September comes, my son, you're going back to school. Things got to change. We need some kind of cut. You haven't had a cut in a year and a half. So it's about time. So we have some negotiating to do soon.
Yeah. It's that teenage, it's that total teenage, like, I want to live in a dungeon, and like, I want to have the curtains down, and like,
yeah. Oh yeah, like, dude.
Never open a window, like the fucking stalest air. And I walk in, I'm like, Jesus, dude, it smells like a fart box in here. What the fuck? Fucking open a window. I walked in my son's room the other day. It smelled like feet and fucking BO. I said, what the fuck is going on here? I took the sheets off. I sprayed Lysol on his fucking shoes. This cannot go. Not in this house. I feel like the old school dad. The whole time you're doing, he's just staring at his phone. Yeah, cool. All right, thanks, Dad.
Whatever. Yeah, it's whatever. He's looking at his phone. Whatever. Yeah, it is whatever. So I don't care. Cleanliness is important to me. I get it. You're a kid, but no, he's gonna listen to that. He's gonna be bitching to me. I guarantee it. I'm gonna hear it later. I guarantee it. I heard you talking about me. All right, whatever. He'll get over it.
I'm excited for you in this book, man. We haven't said the name of the book yet. Have we said the name of the book yet?
Fathers, Brothers, and Sons.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the name.
Fathers, Brothers, and Sons. And
you understand obviously what we've been talking about, and it's really about, and it's great rock and roll stories. I have some funny stuff, Metallica stuff. We grew up in this business, Rob. You know what I mean? So I have those great stories everybody wants to hear. But this is really about, it's a thank you. It's a thank you, and telling, and I'm trying to like say, as much shit as you take in your life, you just got to brush this shit off. And it's not like a self-help. I just want to say, let people know that you can do this. If you're in a shitty place in your life, you can brush yourself off and fucking move on. Because if I did it, I think anybody can do it, because not because my story is the worst story in the world, because there's a lot of people who have a lot of heartache out there, a lot of pain, but maybe I'm finding a lot of people even hearing about this are coming to me and really connecting with it about their circumstance and their story, and they relate to it, And if they could say and look at me and say, look, I brushed myself off, and I want another day. I want another day out of this, and I want to move on and be the best dad I could, and just do everything that I didn't have, really. And look, my family was great. They gave me everything I wanted to. But as far as being a dad, that's when I talk to you, dude, you don't realize how much I'm connected to you with this stuff, because I know where you're at with that. And that means life to me. That's fucking life, that you're a great dad. And those kids are going to come out for their next generation and spread that, because you're putting it the right way. You're setting them on the straight and narrow. That means everything to me, because I think a lot more people, it would be a better world, I think, if we just had a little bit more of that, and people taking responsibility for their kids and fucking being a parent, man. And I don't know. I just think I've been very lucky to have my family. It's all, it's big time about how you raise them. So it's all about that. It's a fun look. There's fun stories in the book. I'm a sarcastic prick, as you know. I try to look at everything.
Give me your funniest. Let's wrap it up with your funniest rock and roll story in the book. Okay. Metallica, Motorhead, something. What
Real quick, I won't bore you with this, but it is a funny
you
one.
The forward by Gene Simmons from Kiss, right? He wrote the forward,
which is great. And let me tell you something.
What an honor!
And it's a total honor. As a diehard Kiss fan, he wrote a really beautiful, beautiful forward. Not because it's my book. Gene went deep on this, man. About fatherhood and all that stuff. When you read it, you'll understand what I'm saying. He went deep, and not having a dad as he didn't. He went deep where I didn't. I'm a diehard Kiss fan who know a lot about Kiss. I know a lot about Kiss, and I thought I knew everything about Gene, but that forward showed me a whole new Gene, and I love him for it. I mean, he's a great dad in his own right. He's a great family man. I thank him for that. He's still one of my heroes. Always will be my heroes. But I'll give you a quick story. My favorite rock and roll story in this book. Anthrax plays San Francisco one night. Blah blah blah. Guys from Metallica come down. As you know, this is a while back. This is years ago. They come to the show, have a great time. This is the days of the drinking. We were all drinking and stuff like that. This is way back then. So we go to some bars. We go bar hopping and stuff. So comes a time where the bars close. 2:00, whatever, 1:30, 2:00. Somebody comes up with a great idea. What are we going to do now? Kirk had already gone home to his house. He went home earlier, so we were just still bar hopping. So somebody comes up with a brilliant idea. Why don't we go to Kirk's house? Now this is 2:30 in the morning, dude. I don't know who came up with the idea. Somebody yelled it out. We're going to Kirk's house. He's got this jam room in the back. We could go in there and jam, and just and have a great time. We wanted to make a lot of noise. We're all drunk, so. We had
James and Lars and
James, Lars. Yeah. And it was a lot of fun. It was pretty much, I was in Lars's Land Rover. Somebody was driving for him because we were smart that way.
Lars had a Land Rover?
I think it was whatever, Range Rover, one of those fucking cars, whatever it was. So long story short,
back then.
Yeah. All I remember is being in the back. I drank so many fucking shots that I kept throwing up in my hand and throwing it out the side window. Because the fucking roads we were on like this. Where the fuck we go? So this whole side of his car is filled with my fucking puke. It was disgusting. My hands, it stinks in the fucking car. So we finally get to Kirk's house. Now realize this is a beautiful area, a really beautiful neighborhood that he lives in the hills of San Francisco. I didn't know where the fuck I was, but I just follow suit. So everybody goes up. James, Kirk, James, Lars, Scott, a bunch of them. I think Charlie was there. So we go up. We're going to jam. I think somebody knew. I don't know if it was Kirk. I don't know if it was Lars or James, that he didn't lock the back door of that specific. He moved out of the house since, but the back door was open. We went right around the back of the house, dude. Right around the back. We opened the door. This is fucking great jam room. Marshalls, fucking drums, bass amps, anything
nice.
Fucking think of, just beautiful setup, right? So we're fucking drunk out of our faces, right? Dude, we get these guitars on, bass, we're fucking everything. If there was an 11, you would have turned it up to everything went on fucking 10. You know exactly, these guys. It was the fucking best. Everything went on 10. The loudest fucking, there was no music. We were just jamming fucking E. Scream at the top of our fucking balls. The loudest noise you could fucking, just raging, fucking raging. this is Kirk's house.
Right.
It's fucking 2:30 in the morning.
Now.
It's fucking 3 a.m. now. So all of a sudden, there's a little window that comes down from his house, and all of a sudden we see Kirk's face, and we see him like this. We couldn't hear him because the window was coming. He goes, "What the fuck, man? What the?" And he's pointing at us. What the fuck? This is my fucking house. So he comes through the door, and I don't blame him for this. What the fuck, man? This is so disrespectful. This is my fucking house. You know, it was so fucking funny that we all just left laughing, but feeling really, I remember feeling really bad because this is just this poor guy's house. We woke him up. We fucking loudly, we were all still drunk and all that stuff. We run out, we piled out the room, right. Going down the hill where he lives. So on the way down, there's the kicker. Walking down, Lars and I are walking together. He goes, "Oh, dude, this is bad. I said, I really feel bad." He goes, "Frank, we should apologize." I don't know. He's really pissed. "Frank," this is Lars saying, "we should go to apologize." Fucking Frank, gullible, drunk Frank, goes up with Lars. It's just us two to the front fucking door, right?
No, so it's just you two.
Yeah, the rest of the guys go to the cars because they were smarter than me. So I just felt bad because maybe it's my guilt I had. I felt bad for making the noise. Let's go ring on his bell. So I fucking start ringing his bell. No answer, right? So there's this big glass door, right? This big glass door. So I'm leaning on, and Lars is leaning on it too. So come on, dude, come on. Let us just ring the bell. All of a sudden, my ass goes through the fucking window of the door. And, dude, the whole fucking thing, we hear it. So this was real. So Lars and I look at us, holy shit, we fucking bat out of there down the fucking hill. He comes out we're down the fucking hill at this point. Poor Kirk, man. He comes out, "You broke my fucking door, dude. What the fuck?" He was just screaming. I felt 3 o'clock in the morning. So next day, Anthrax is at their next show. My tour manager comes into me in the dressing room. "Dude, where were you last night?" I said, "We hung out with the Metallica guys, went for some drinks and had a great time, blah, blah, blah." So he looks at me with this great face, goes, hands me this paper. It's an invoice for, I think it was $13,000.
Oh my God.
Dude, it was real.
For the window.
For the fucking, it was the door. I guess it was
a door.
Imported. I think at the time he said it was some imported Belgium door from Belgium and stuff.
Oh,
it was nice. It looked beautiful, but I didn't see it. All I heard was the crack. I didn't see it. I just ran. So long story short, I'm fucking scared. I said, "Where the fuck am I getting $13,000 to pay for this?" I felt horrible, right? I'm scared shit. So call Kirk and all that. So I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so the top of, I just nonstop saying I'm sorry. He goes, "All right, dude, don't worry about it. Just you let it go." Long story short, it was all a setup for that whole invoice thing. They just wanted to scare the shit out of me. It was a great setup, zinger, man. They got me good because I was like, "Where the fuck am I getting 13 grand?"
You should have been like, "I'm splitting this shit with Lars." He was on it too.
Lars, what the fact was, and I'll tell you this: he had stopped leaning on it at that time. I was the only one leaning on it, so it was me that went through it. So Lars had stopped leaning on. He started, but then he stopped, and I just, "Come on, man!" I'll never forget. I thought my back was going to get cut. I think my ass got one cut on it because my ass went through it. It was the real deal, but it was a great setup because that 13 grand thing scared the shit out of me. But that was one of the great fun, just throwing up like that in the fucking car and just
throwing up in Lars' car.
It was this fucking dude, get that fucking shit out of here. So that whole side of his car. I felt so bad, man. It was a great night though. You would have been right in there with us, fucking going sick. It would have been perfect for you to be there.
It was so fucking fun. Sounds like a blast.
Awesome. It was a great time. So it was I love those guys. Look, Metallica at the end of the day, still the biggest metal band in the world. I still love them as my brothers. They did that Big Four thing, dude. I tip my hat. They didn't have to. They could play stadiums on their own, the way I look at it. They're the biggest group in the world for a reason. They did that as almost like a cool thing to do. I thought that was a really cool thing to do, coming from the biggest band in the world. Saying,
I was there at the Yankee Stadium show, dude. It was fucking amazing.
Dude.
You guys killed that night. It was fucking. I mean, what a special fucking moment.
That was a great for a Yankee fan too, because I'm a baseball fan. So as a Yankee fan, I grew up 10 minutes from that stadium, so that was my place, and that was very surreal. And that was also the last show my grandmother saw us. That was her final show before she passed from cancer. And that's Charlie's mom. So I'm glad she had such a good time, because I saw her after the show, and she says, "Oh, she was just so happy that she."
It was amazing.
It was one of those times in life you don't get to see. She did well. Like, she raised us and did the right thing, and it was a thank you to her. It was so nice. It was such a beautiful thing. But thanks for that. The Yankee Stadium thing is still, it'll never leave. You know what I mean? It's one of those. I'm very, very humbled and thankful for that.
It was a
great thing.
It was a huge moment for thrash metal. Like,
totally.
I don't think anybody. I don't think a lot of the new folks remember, like, Metallica and Slayer didn't play with each other for a long time because there was that fucking rivalry. Like, they didn't like each other. Like, the fact that all happened, and then there was the little SOD, and it wasn't really Anthrax, but like the SOD Slayer fucking beef and all. Like,
sure,
just kind of to see that all squashed, to see that all gone, to see just 4 killer bands that pioneered in so much awesome music was incredible.
It's a celebration. It's a celebration of what we do, Rob. That's what's so great about this. It was a celebration of we came up together, and we're celebrating this great music that makes people feel good and gets this fucking angst that we all have, get it out of us. And it's like, yeah, people showed up because they all felt it. It was a celebration. Those guys in Metallica, man, they did it from soup to nuts. They did it the right way. Total professional. Just, I can't say enough good things, because I would love to do more. I would love to do more of that stuff. It was that kind of feeling,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Frank Bello.
Good time. Yes, sir. A lot of talking.
For being on No Fucking Regrets, man.
I'm sorry for babbling like a fool. This was fun.
You were awesome. You're a fucking great guest. You're awesome,
dude. And same here for you, dude. We have to talk more, you and I. Not on this, but you and I just need to connect more. I think we have a lot more than we know in common. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a real way. I look forward to hanging at a bar with you one day. In a real way. We've never done that. We should do that.
We have. I know we've hung out a lot of backstage festivals,
a lot of backstage, but never
Metal Hammer Awards and shit.
Yeah, that's all fun. But now I definitely want to get a little more, because you got a lot, and I want to pick your head. I do. I think that's really cool. It's all good.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the mighty Frank Bello right there, here on No Fucking Regrets.
Fucking regrets!
With Robb Flynn.